Hey everybody, welcome to XZ Chat. I'm Serge.
I'm Rob.
I'm Gen Z.
I'm Gen X.
And welcome to our next episode of Will You Press the Button? So this is a fun series. If you haven't checked out our previous videos, make sure you do so. We have a playlist link in the description below to all of our Will You Press the Button videos. Basically, how Will You Press the Button works, if you're not familiar already, is you'll be given a good prompt and a bad prompt. So something good will happen to you and something bad will happen to you. If you press the button, you have the good thing and bad thing happen to you. If you don't press the button, neither of them will happen to you. So it's a fun little game of choices, and you get to decide what option you would choose. And as we go through these videos, if you feel free to, you go ahead and just write down what you would choose in the comments below. We're curious to see what options would you choose. Do you agree with our choices? Do you disagree with our choices? It's just like a fun family game for everyone to take part in.
It's a good time.
So we hope you guys enjoy.
Have fun with it, and let us know what you think in the comments.
All right, into the video. Gain the ability to have anyone you love fall deeply in love with you 100% and will return to normal if you change your mind. But they will die in 5 years after meeting you.
Wow. Oh, wow.
That is, yeah, I'm not pressing that button. What about you?
I'm not going to touch that button.
We're not touching
No
it
way.
with the 5-yard stick.
No. Ain't going near.
Most people did not. 33,
Yeah.
But 33% would want to just have hookups with partners. Well, not hookups, but like have partners and then just have those partners die after 5 years. Die.
Well, and to me, it seems like it's just like serving them.
Yeah.
You know?
It seems very selfish, right?
Very.
That you can have whoever you want, and then you sacrifice their life in exchange for it. Yeah, no.
And then, you are on to the next partner. But what about this one who died?
Right.
And that ended up being a curse.
Yeah.
Because you would still fall in love with one of them sometime, no matter how selfish you are.
Well, unless it's someone who's like has some sort of like condition where they can't.
Fall back in love,
Yeah.
or have empathy and love
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, there's some people who they just don't have any emotion. It's like certain conditions, so that could be a case.
Yeah, true.
So ready?
True. Yep.
You become prodigiously, I can't pronounce that, talented at a musical instrument of your choice, but if you ever release music, nobody will buy it.
Oh, interesting.
Huh. Sure, why not?
Yeah, I would push that button.
Yeah.
Boom. I'd push it quickly.
Yeah, you can just use it for other stuff on the side. You can use it just at like certain family events and whatnot. It's just a cool skill you can have on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to play a musical instrument.
You could upload it on YouTube. You could like make videos out of it, and technically no one's buying it. They're just watching you play the music, and you can make money that way.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Patreon, right?
Yeah. No, not Patreon. No one will buy it. So
Okay.
but YouTube does like advertising.
Good point.
For
That's
some
right.
channels. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. You know the answers to any question in all of existence, past, present, future, but nobody will ever believe you, ever.
Wow.
No, thank you. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, no thank you as well. I love knowledge, but personally, I don't think I'd have the wisdom to possess all that knowledge. And
Right.
secondly, I wouldn't want to. I'd want to have the joy of discovering, figuring stuff out, even the frustration of not understanding something but trying to work it out. That's part of the human experience.
Right. Yeah.
I
So
thought.
in this case, we will not press the button.
Don't press that button.
Don't press the button. Wow. 64% of people said they would press the button.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, it's, in my opinion, I think if you know the answer to everything, wouldn't that defeat all the meaning, right? Like, what do you have left to do? You know everything.
Yeah. I mean, where do you go from there?
And there's nothing to figure out. Like, life is on a journey.
Yeah.
There was and then what did you rather question we did for our other series. There's this question that also kind of reminded me of where you can have anything you want just by thinking of it. And I said the same thing where there's like a study done that finds it's something in our brains that if there's no challenge, then it's like it's not very good for us. We can't handle it. And I remember what that study was, which was it was like this study with like a rat utopia where a bunch of rats were given like their own like little city environment, and they're given plenty of food, plenty of water, plenty of space, and the ideal conditions that you would think in order to flourish. But since they had everything, they ended up dying out, and they didn't like they behave very differently than they would out in the wild. So.
You know, I wonder if that also relates to the internal struggle and challenge that we have to get through. Whatever it is, that's very important. I think that also prevents to some degree, some sense of depression because people have a purpose,
right,
or discover their purpose for being, and part of that is the challenge of getting there, and the struggle, and the pool, and then the reward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, you know? Problem solving is always very satisfying.
Yeah.
when you overcome a problem.
That's my thought.
So, I agree. And a lot of people, they will always say that they're always, especially the successful ones, like people who you see like entrepreneurs and stuff. They always would say that there is always a moving goalpost. They never feel like they're where they want to be. Mm-hmm. They always have somewhere else they want to get to. Yeah. So it's an interesting thing to know.
This one is so fascinating though, because I could find myself going for a walk and really pondering on this one, because it's a question of ethics, in my opinion.
Right.
It's also a very strong moral question.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep, but anyway, I'm not.
Yeah, we're not pressing
that button.
So and yeah, most people did press it, as we found out.
Yeah.
So. You become the god of aesthetics, but your heart explodes in a sauna 5 years later. What the heck?
Yeah, who came up with that?
Who would press that button?
What is that?
No, thank you. This is a bodybuilder question.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah,
no.
It ain't me.
No, not me. I'm good.
I'm not pressing that button.
Yeah, most people did not press that button. Yeah. So, good on you guys.
Your heart, it's very specific.
Yeah.
It doesn't say you die. Your heart explodes in the sauna, of all things, in all places. Ew. 5 years later.
Yeah, that's pretty gruesome. Yeah, we're good.
I don't know.
We like our hearts intact.
Yeah.
So you get infinite money, but this causes inflation, pushing millions into poverty.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So in my head, I'm thinking of all this economical theory. Mm-hmm. It's like going off in my head like a proton. But we can't qualify anything. We just have to take the question at face value.
Because I'm just thinking, to me, this seems like a paradox, right? Doesn't it seem like a paradox? Wouldn't you be able to pay the people with your infinite money? But then that causes more inflation. But then you pay them with more money, and this is like an infinite loop.
But you're building wealth by doing that too. And you're paying people because you then employ them, and you have them produce and build, design, build, and put something out there that's productive.
But the way society works is the more you put into a system, the more money you put in, the more it gets devalued.
Depending on how you do that, though. If you just print money and money comes like from nowhere, that happens. But if you, with time, and a lot of other theory behind this, for example, $1 today is much less than it was 100 years ago, right?
Right.
But there's also so much more wealth that's been spread out within the middle class. I know we can all argue about the shrinking middle class, but putting all that aside, we could, I think, build wealth. But I'm still not sure if I'd push the button or not. There's too many things I want to qualify here.
How about we get rid of all the qualifiers and
That's right.
Millions will end up in poverty if you get infinite money.
All right, you take it at face value. I would say no, I would not push the button.
Yeah, we won't push the button. And
it's
an even split. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Just 48.
Very 52.
Even.
Yeah. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
You get to watch all the Batman-related things in the world, but no one in the world will ever want to discuss Batman. I will not press the button.
It doesn't matter to me either way.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm sorry, but I'm not. It's not really my thing.
It's not my thing. Yeah. If I push the button, great. If I don't push the button, great.
Yeah, I'm more into like old war films, so not exactly my genre. So
no matter.
Not pressing the button, and most people wouldn't. But like I said, it could go either way for us. Yeah. So you have the most angelic voice in the history of the universe. But every time you open your mouth, you burp very loudly. You have the most angelic burp.
Yeah, that's what it would come down to, right?
Yeah, I'm not pressing that button.
I would not push that button either.
Yeah, no,
not worth it.
Nope. No. 28%. Who are these people who are pressing the button?
Yeah, come on.
How?
You have an angelic
Over
voice.
2,000 people would burp every time they Okay.
And then you're letting out a loud belch and
No, I'm okay. All right, guys, we're cutting the episode here. We hope you guys enjoy this video. It's a lot of fun for us to do these. We're interested to hear what you chose for these options. Let us know in the comments below which ones did you pick. And if you had fun, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon so you can stay tuned for future videos. We will have a playlist down in the description below where you can see all of our Will You Press the Button videos. And we'll be covering some more fun games in the future. So if there's any ones that you can think of that you think would be fun for us to try out, kind of like fun little family games like this one right here that we're trying out, let us know, because we like to have fun. And the nice thing about these types of games is they encourage discussion, and have a lot of humor and fun to them, and also some interesting thought-provoking ones as well.
Yep, and you kind of, like Sergio and I, get to know each other a little bit more too. So
yeah,
good times.
So we get to know each other better, and you guys get to know us better. So it's a fun little interaction. So with that being said, we hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you stay tuned for the next one.
We'll see you soon.
All right, guys, take care.